Against us, never fully gone. Ensuring the safety of our residents is all our top priority.
We want to do an exercise in Boston that's never been done before. We want to involve over 500 first responders in a 24-hour scenario.
Give me one!
I give you the scenario briefing.
We're all committed to working with our partners to make sure that we are prepared.
The Metro Boston Homeland Security region is comprised of 9 communities: Boston, Brookline, Cambridge, Chelsea, Everett, Quincy, Revere, Somerville, and Winthrop. These communities work as one, building and sustaining an enhanced capability designed to respond to all hazards in a unified effort to protect property and save lives.
What was your impression, or first impression of Urban Shield?
Awesome. Some of the best training we've ever given to our officers, firefighters and EMTs in the entire city of Boston. It was phenomenal. And it's more than just the training day itself. When actual teams and individuals are going through challenges and dealing with issues and problems put in front of them, it's the whole process of building leaders, managers, incident commanders, and helping them along as they develop the scenarios for the teams to go through.
You saw people when they were going in taking on, say, the SWAT thing. People were actually planning it in the room ahead of time. You could see them gearing up. You could see their adrenaline start to flow. You could see how they were getting into it, and they were getting excited about it. And they took it seriously, I think, was the best part about it. And when you talk to them later after they debriefed, you could see they were still huffing and puffing, and it was like they didn't think that it was just a training exercise. They took it one step further, which was good.
We adapted to that. We didn't plan for that. We adapted to that. So good. Kudos to you guys. Good job.
On the evening of November 26, 2008, 10 gunmen paralyzed a city of 19 million. It took little more than an hour for these terrorists to fan across the city of Mumbai, carrying out their horrific attacks. It was a 60-hour siege that took India's largest city by storm. Targets included a Jewish outreach center, a popular tourist cafe, 2 luxury hotels, a hospital, and a railway station. When the attack was over, close to 200 were dead and over 300 injured. The scope of the attacks had never been seen before. It was an eye-opening event for the world and law enforcement agencies around the globe.
Panic is the absence of training. And training like this is so important because we get to test our capabilities. We get to test our communications, we get to test our equipment, we get to test and train our personnel, and that provides us with an opportunity to protect against, to respond to, and to recover from natural and man-made disasters or terrorist acts.
A lot of times you won't get these scenarios in the street, and we don't want to see a collapse scenario for the fire, and we don't want to necessarily see a Mumbai type event for the law enforcement. But to put yourself in that scenario, to think, what would you do if it happened, is a great opportunity.
The goal of Urban Shield is to provide a multi-layered training exercise designed to enhance the skills and abilities of the region's first responders, as well as those responsible for coordinating and managing the response.
To see it come together when you're doing this at 5 o'clock in the morning on the second evolution, and again with, say, flashbangs going off, people trying to hear on radios, trying to coordinate communications, pressing armored vehicles into a means to get people out. Again, these are all things we could talk about at a tabletop, but this gives you a chance to see, like, can you do it? What are the limitations to it? Is it safe? Is it effective?
You can test them beforehand where they can make all the mistakes they want so that when it happens for real, They're polished and they got it all fixed.
The best lesson that I took out of it was all the different organizations working together. If this area unfortunately gets hit by something like that, it's not going to be just one department responding. It's going to be multiple departments responding. Given Urban Shield, everybody's worked together, so there should be no surprises on who shows up.
For those first responders who feel this type of training is just another exercise, well, consider this.
Taking this training may save your life. I mean, or you'll see something that may prevent you from making a catastrophic mistake in a real-time event, or you'll see something else going wrong that you can help someone else if you have experience.
I would say speak to one of their own coming out of an event after having done it, and that's the only type of salesmanship you'll need for the program.
Last year, Urban Shield was the largest exercise of its kind conducted in the Metro Boston Homeland Security region. The lessons learned during the exercise have proved invaluable, and the region is safer and more prepared as a result of the lessons learned.
The big thing was being able to plan it and do it was huge, and now we can take that exercise, build from it, and make even a better exercises going forward.
The entire city emergency response services are better prepared. The EMS system is better prepared, the fire system is better prepared, and we're all better prepared to work together on some of these major incidents that will present themselves from time to time.
I'm very proud of the way it worked with the other cities and towns, because those agencies, you had Brookline, Somerville, Chelsea, Winthrop, Revere, Quincy, and I've got to meet people in those agencies too, that now we can depend on them and they can depend on us should a major incident come up, and we know how it all works.
It was one of my proudest moments at the office, watching the region come together and work as a team.
That's the key to this exercise, working together. Boston might be the capital, but Winthrop, Brookline, Chelsea, all those other cities and towns are so important to what we're doing.
It was a great investment of dollars, and we're absolutely more prepared now than we were.
All clear! Stand by. Urban Shield 2012 is coming this November.